I'm a big kid.
Hi, and welcome. I'm on my e-bike, and I am on the way to Fireman's Park to reshoot a video that I shot probably 18 months ago. One of the first videos I made after I decided to start publishing YouTube videos, and it was of an antique carousel that we have at the park here in Brenham, Texas. And it has a very unique and rich history, and I did a horrible job with that video. I didn't know anything at the time. I think I'm not certainly no professional now, but I think I've learned a lot. And one of the problems with that video is the camera that I used to shoot it. It was called an Ordro, and I still have it, and it could serve a purpose. Problems with the Ordro, it's a headset camera, and it kind of sticks out the side of my head, or it's mounted on the side of my head. And in that video, it picked up about, I don't know, 20% of the screen. You can see my glasses, my eyeglasses, which is not a good thing to have in your video, right? The bigger problem really is it has kind of horrible image stabilization. So it's very much like shooting a video holding your phone in your hand. You know, you just can't help that shaky jerk around feeling to that video. And I try not, I really don't want to go back and do things I've already done on my channel. Even say Taco Tuesdays. If I'm going to do a Taco Tuesday, there has to be a variation, something different, something unique, a different taco, a different venue, something about it. And this one will be different than my first one, my first video of this place, because I did such a horrible job the first time. We are in Fireman's Park, and I'm gonna, in just a second, our target was gonna come into view. It's open on Saturdays. I'm gonna show a sign that posts the hours that it's open. Howdy. Let's go around to the front. Okay. It's pretty lightly visited, which is unfortunate. I'm gonna get turned around and point you at it. There we go. That is our antique carousel, and let's go have a look at it. This is a pretty interesting thing, I promise you. Fireman's Park Carousel. This is a pay window. They don't use this very often. And yay! Alright, let's learn about it, and then we're going to go in and go for a ride. Alright, sometimes I think it's a bad idea to read an information board, but sometimes I think it's a good idea. And in this case, I think it's a good idea. Charles F.W. Dare lived from 1834 to 1896, and he began a toy and carriage manufacturing and retail business in Brooklyn, New York in 1859. He began building carousels possibly as early as the 1860s, and is credited with establishing the country fair style carousel animal carvings that are seen on the Brenham Carousel. This style was later used by the Armitage, Herschel, and descendant companies in North Tonawanda, New York, by Charles W. Parker, Abilene, and Leavenworth, Kansas. By 1884, when Dare established the CFW Dare Company, he was already exporting carousels around the world. In 1890, he established the New York Carousel Manufacturing Company, which continued to produce carousels for domestic and international sale. Early catalogs from these companies show that his carousels typically cost in a range of $425 to $2,200, depending on the model, size, and finish of the figures. In 1930 is the year that this carousel, the one I'm standing next to, was discovered by Mr. U. Durden in Clay, Texas, which is right up the road from here, between here and College Station, Texas. It was left in a pasture years earlier during the Depression by a carnival that couldn't afford to pay the rent on the land they used for their carnival. Mr. Durden saw the potential of the old carousel and told members of the Washington County Fair Association about how it could serve our community. F.C. Winkleman, Hans Schleider, and O.H. Fisher returned and braved swarming bees to rescue the carousel from the pasture and moved it to Brenham for repair. O.H. Fisher, owner of Brenham Furniture Repair, and Clarence Fisher refurbished the 24 horses to the delight of the community. Mrs. Alvin Suter, Fisher's daughter, said, "I can remember assisting my father in making tails for the horses. We took hemp rope and unbraided it for new tails." In the fall of 1932, the newly repaired carousel made its debut at the Washington County Fair on October 12, 1932. Tickets were 25 cents for 6 rides. In 1935, a 6-sided building built by the Works Progress Administration was constructed to house the horses. The rest is history. There is that building, and it sure looks like a WPA building, right, with those rocks. Same thing you see in sometime in state parks. The CCC and the WPA, a lot of the stuff is very similar. And the National Carousel Association assisted in identifying the horses as being manufactured by Charles W.F. Dare. Dare's horses can be identified by the running martingale, which is a leather thong that links the bridle to the chest strap. Dare did not manufacture the frame for our carousel. During a recent restoration, an imprint of C.W. Parker, Leavenworth, Kansas, 4048-2H was found on the carousel's turning mechanism. This confirms that the structure dates to the Leavenworth years, which started in 1911. Horse facts of the American carousel. There's the Philadelphia style, the Coney Island style, and the Country Fair style. That's what we have right here. The popularity of the American carousel soared, and at one time estimated to be around 4,000 carousels with beautiful carved horses that grace the U.S. Today that number has dwindled to fewer than 150. Brenham's Flying Horses Carousel is only one of 5 surviving classic wood carousels that exist in Texas. According to the National Carousel Association, Brenham's Flying Horses Carousel is the oldest carousel in Texas. A menagerie figures to refer to any carousel animal that is not a horse, such as lions, bears, deer, pigs, goats, giraffes, rabbits, and cats. It's $1 per rider. I went ahead and paid for that lady and her 2 little kids to ride. So we're going to be riding the carousel together. Here we go. Hope this music isn't copyrighted. Carousel music. Surely not, right? It sounds silly, but it's fun. It feels good. $1 a person. I don't know why more people don't come do this, especially people with kids or grandchildren. Bring them up here on a Saturday to Fireman's Park. There's other things to do and look at here, and you can ride the antique carousel, Flying Horses Carousel. It's awesome. Do you have any recollection of riding a carousel when you were a kid at the carnival or the county fair or anything like that? I know, I sure do. I remember being up on those horses. I don't know, it's just a pretty cool, special thing when you're a little kid. And I'm so happy. A lot more people did things to this building or to this facility, to the carousel, than I named. The Lions Club at some point came in and removed all the dirt from underneath the structure and put the bricks in just to make it nicer. And just so many people from the community pitched in to help out and save this piece of history and this wonderful thing. If they hadn't done that, if several different people hadn't stepped up, this thing would have been junked a long time ago. There would be no trace of it left. And instead, it's here for people to enjoy, and they have been for many years. Hi! Wave! Hi! Doing about an electric motor and a pulley system and a gear, and it goes up there to that ring gear. There you go. That's how it operates. This was my host. What's your name?
Oreo?
Oreo?
Yes, sir.
Give me knuckles, dude. All right. Thank you very much.
Have a great day.
Had a good time. How are you today?
Yeah, good, sir.
You want to say hi?
Hello.
What's your name?
Andy.
Andy?
Yes, sir.
Have a great day, Andy.
You too.
So y'all just said, do y'all volunteer or you work for the city?
We work for the city. We work for the city.
Helping out the city. All right. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Have a wonderful day. I think that'll do it from the Flying Horse Carousel at Fireman's Park in Brenham, Texas. I enjoyed it here. I enjoyed this video shoot. I think it's going to be better than that first one I did. That's a pretty low bar to get over. But something I noticed here, the people that come in, adults and children, they have a normal look on their face. You know, they're hanging out in the park on a Saturday afternoon, whatever. And when they leave, they're all smiling, young and old alike, which I think is pretty cool, and I understand it. It's old school, just back to the basics, fun thing to do, make memories to the family. It's very enjoyable. If you live in the area, I highly suggest, especially if you've got kids or grandkids, bring them out one Saturday afternoon. It's worth it. And you know, they're all smiling when they leave, so I think I should say you can make people smile by treating them the way that you want to be treated, and include the critters in that. And until next time, I'm gonna say, this is Todd, and I'm out.